Oh. Yeah, I do too all the time. Because I'm usually in compatibility mode, but we were testing out the single mode so that we could do we were gonna try and do the co-host thing, and for some reason I don't have the co-host option. Yeah. Yeah, TikTok Live is a roller coaster. Some days you have like 500 viewers, sometimes you have 2. Oh. The Firefall helmet does look dope. Alright, shout out to all the viewers. This is our TikTok Live. I'm Spartan Jack113. We're going live here. We're just getting set up, so bear with us for a moment, please. And thank you. I've got the whole radio host speech knocked down, so. Oh. Alright. And now we're just waiting on you, 052, to get in game. Yeah, I only see 2 in here. Are you here with us? Ah! Halo Infinite is finicky, you know how it is. Alright. Alright, what... Oh. The fire team. Crispy. Alright, what game mode do we want to start on? As a general rule of thumb, always, Halo Infinite does the 3-game churn rule, so the first 3 games are either going to be hell or easy, so... Yeah. Do we want to do just like a nice, regular firefight King of the Hill? Alright. Perfect. Yeah. Alright, we've got 10 on my end. Yeah, we're in. Blondie, ladies first. All right. And I'm Jack Spartan 113, co-captain of Fireteam Discord with Blondie down here. I'm 052's dark brother. He does the wholesome content. I have the dark side of TikTok. But yeah, exactly. So yeah, I also do the Mark IV cosplays. So we have a good time. Yes, yes, I often do make my videos with Caretaker. He's been my longtime buddy. We were in like Boy Scouts together, and he really likes ODSTs, and he does a camo ODST, and he does all the environmental variants. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Oh man, his character actually. So we've got our Halo roleplay. So for those of you, I don't know, can they hear our audio through Discord on your stream, 052? Okay, okay, okay. That's okay. I've got you covered. Ah, excellent, excellent. Okay, I will have to increase Blondie audio again, but it's weird. Because Cole says, Captain, I can barely hear Blondie. No Blondie audio? Okay. I may... Can you hear 052? Yes. Okay, okay, so my audio settings are a little scuffed. I can fix that. That's alright, I got this. You're fine, it's fine. Just cover us. It's fine, Jack has the grav hammer. Okay, in between rounds I can fix this. So it's what I know what is going on. My sound, I should have an audio input. Here it is. Here it is. Give me a sec here. And okay, sound check, go ahead and talk.
Oh,
Hello, hello.
Okay, now my stream can hear you. There we go. Okay, so now for my 6 viewers can hear me.
Ah! No! Get out of the zone!
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, I have no ammo. Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of ammo as well.
Right. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a professional. We find ammo as we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Incoming.
I'll just. I'll have this, and then.
There's
okay.
a weapon up here I can
gonna...
grab. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're just gonna use the gun goose for a little bit.
That works. Okay, so for everyone on my stream, my 5 viewers, if you guys want to reintroduce yourselves.
Blondie, you can go first. Sorry, I'm in the zone. I'm focused.
He's riding the hog. I got it.
It's the Gongoose, it's the best! I am Blondiedoescosplay. I do cosplay and gaming. More so gaming, because of my health issues, but I'm just here to inspire people who are disabled to keep cosplaying and don't let it keep you from doing what you want to do.
Yeah. I am 052. For those of you who do not know me, I'm the dude in the Mark IV. This Mark IV. Used to be the only dude in the Mark IV. Jack, I'm completely thrown off. My whole shtick.
Your whole thing.
My whole thing. Yeah, I make wholesome content. I scream a lot during streams, so apologies if I just absolutely blast your eardrums at any given point. Yeah. Okay, good. Yes, we got the wombo combo. That's what we need.
Let's go.
Ooh.
There we go. The feed is good on my end. Oh god, they all spawned around me. Excellent.
Oh no.
Oh, we're stunned. We're stunned.
Oh, I'm dead.
out of ammo!
I may have
It's fine.
killed myself.
Jack! What do you mean?
There was a wild.
Double Jack!
There was a wild grenade. It was kind of
No
crazy.
dying.
My wife just came around the corner and gave us a thumbs up. She says this is fantastic.
Oh, good.
awesome.
Good. Ow!
Oh,
Ow!
Dinkies!
Everything's
Dinkies!
hurt! It's just utter silence. Oh god.
The focus.
Owie, shocking.
It's electroshock therapy. It's fine for Spartans.
Yeah, it just tickles a little bit.
It just tickles a tiny amount.
But 052, she's an AI. It probably doesn't feel very good.
Oh yeah. They're on me.
We got you
Oh,
covered. But yeah, 052, it's always funny with my I got you. With my stream or my content, because in my comments it's always like, hey, do you know 052? And I'm like, yes. The other Mark IV, the only other guy who looks like me, yes.
The only other guy yeah. There's actually
There's
I
about
think
4 of you.
Yo, I know. I'm so excited. I think that there is actually. Hey everyone. There is another person who has a Mark IV. Oh, run! Oh, I'm good. Okay. There is another person who has a Mark IV suit, and specifically it's Jerome. And I know that he's somewhere over in Europe, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I've seen him a couple times. Not personally, but like on the interwebs.
Yeah. The last time
God.
I think I saw a Mark IV cosplayer at a couple of the Halo Outpost discoveries. Like I know there are at least 2 or 3 others, but we are a rare breed.
Yeah.
So jealous you got to do that.
Yes.
I'm so
It's hard to do. It's very difficult. Plus, there weren't a whole lot of files out there other than Moe's for a while.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 files of.
Yeah, there's about to be so many more now.
Yeah, everyone's
Oh,
just
yeah.
getting it. Oh, my!
incoming.
Oh no.
It's all right. I'm in here with the shotgun,
Let's go.
up close and personal.
Yeah, there you go. What you doing, bud?
Yeah. Ooh, what was that?
Get over here.
I saw shiny. Where's the shiny?
All right. So between
Nice.
rounds,
Oh,
we-
plasma cannon. Somebody
we
get the plasma cannon.
between rounds we've got our first question to get going. Is so we all have OCs. And especially because so let me preface this. This is what I was doing before we had sound issues. Is so for those of 052's viewers and those of my viewers who don't know, and Blondie's viewers, all of us, I guess. Our Blondie and I are co-captains of Fireteam Discord. That's not just a name. We actually run a Halo roleplay Discord, and so we all have our own OCs. And I was thinking that we could discuss those first. And always ladies first. Blondie, if you want to go first.
Are you sure? I have a lot of OCs, so.
Let's go with your top 2, because I know that you have 2 that premiere in stuff the most.
Oh, okay. Let's see. First one is Spartana. She's basically what if Cortana was a Spartan. That is basically her whole synopsis. That was her original backstory. Just basically Cortana as a human becomes a Spartan. Like a successful clone was the whole idea behind it. And then I have Betty. She was originally an ODST, now she's a Spartan 4. And then... Oh, I just walked right into that dude, didn't even realize it. And then of course I have Captain Dre. She's based on me. She is probably the most original character out of all the characters I have. So, yeah.
I don't know. Scopes is pretty unique.
She's yeah, Scopes is pretty unique. She's recently she's an AI, a smart AI. She's rebuilt herself back from the dead, more or less, from AI death. She was able to pull it off by fragmenting herself and using Forerunner technology to kind of rebuild her program, you know, copy her own matrix, so to speak. But obviously she lost the memories due to that process. That was a sacrifice
I'm
to
dead.
keep herself alive.
Jeez, you just die so suddenly.
I died too. Betty did have a canine unit named Nyx.
That funeral was so sad.
So it was. She died.
Oh my god, Nyx is dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I was so why I didn't know Nyx was gone.
Oh man.
That's heartbreaking.
Well, it was. It was. So okay. So if I may, Blondie, that actually ties over. So we used to be part of Horizon, and that's where we met you, 052. You were jumped in our like roleplay then. But so like one of our last things before creating that creating our new server, right, was in one of the missions. Nyx died, and the last like action that we did in that server was Nyx's funeral, and then everybody got like either reassigned or tasked. Like Jack got assigned to the desert for 2.5 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'll go over that when I get to my story. Oh shit! But I'd like to give you the opportunity if you want to go over.
It's hard to talk in combat.
It is, especially when we're fighting a boss who's invisible.
Yes.
I got the energy sword.
Weapon drop.
Ooh, yes, good.
Yeah.
You don't have to make an energy sword, by the way. I keep seeing yours, and I'm like, I'm
Oh, let me tell you, that GameStop energy sword was the best $30 I've ever spent.
Oh, I believe it. I'm not surprised at all by that.
So 052, would you like to go, or I can go because my story kind of ties in with Blondie's character stories.
Yes, absolutely. I have to think about, because every time that I've started, I've always gotten distracted by another thing, so I'm trying to like remember all of mine.
Uh-huh.
There's Clive.
There's Clive, and then there was another guy who I'm completely spacing on. Anyway, Jack, you go.
Okay, I'll go. Let me look at my viewers right here. Perfect. Oh, Larson was summoned by the sound of OCs. Gungar armor is wearable by Spartan 2s. Yes. Okay, so, so, I'll save the best for last. I have 3 OCs in our roleplay right now. My least used is actually an elite. His name is Rickus Cacus, which is actually kind of a joke on Rick Cacus, the Destiny guide dude. It's your boy Rick Cacus here. But Rickus Cacus, and most of them just call him Rick, so R-I-K Rick. He is ex-Silent Shadow, who spoilers, has some cool story stuff that's going on later with our big mega arc that's going on. But
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, he's a ex-Silent Shadow who has no idea about any human stuff, so people will be like, "It's Christmas!" and he is, "What is this Christmas?" And
Yeah, because they can't do the essence.
yeah. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
I'm a fool.
Yeah, it's the warm-up match. It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rick is Cactus. He wears red armor, has the whole, red energy sword stuff. He talks like a Khajiit kind of, so he's like, Allied Blade, Rickus Cactus, here to help. I have my personal AI, so all of our admins and moderators are required to either have an AI or be part of my AI. My AI is a dumb AI / smart AI. He's like 500 something years old. And so he's like, what do you do when you take your computer and you just keep updating the parts? So, you know, you might have like software from 2010 and a hard drive from 2004 and stuff like that. We found him in this mysterious black box that was stuck to the ship. It was like the first thing my characters ever did. And so he's our like dumb AI who runs the ship and does, you know, AI tasks. His humor is kind of like flat and very AI of like today. So we'll be like, we should shove you out the airlock, and Buzz will like chime in. He'll be like, opening aft airlock. And like, no, Buzz. Yeah, so Buzz is really humorous.
It's like if you found a little Alexa like 500 years in the future.
Exactly, because you know I've got if you look at my little thing, I've got, you know, I have the Alexa unit in my chest plate right here. Yes. And so that's kind of what I based Buzz off of, is he's a 500-year-old Alexa unit. And then my personal OC, Spartan Jack 113, captain, who recently became captain of Fireteam Discord, mind you. He's a Spartan 2, and he's been through a lot. He was paired with Blondie's AI, Scopes, when we first started this, but just before the fall of Reach. So, like, just before Reach, he got shipped out to a planet called Oasis 6 and was out there for 2.5 years. So, like, he missed the end of the war, but he was doing this thing where he had to defend or stop the Covenant from getting access to the Covenant Marigot line or whatever, the Forerunner installation. And that's
totally.
Yeah, and so it was a line installation, and so he essentially captured a whole planet by himself, because about 6 months into the operation, that was when Scopes went rampant and died. And so he was alone in the desert. Yeah, she final dispensationed herself. Jack was trying to, like, because Jack is an AI specialist, and so he was trying the whole time to, like, save her, and there's this whole, like, literally there's a whole channel that Blondie and I wrote out that's a flashback to that, where, like, Jack is trying, and Scopes is like, no, it's finally time, like, I can't hold on anymore.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's it's tragic. It will make you weep.
You're making me tear up.
I know, right? But after that, so Jack came back, covered in a tire track. No, that's an old reference if you get that one. And yeah, he's kind of survived. He always pulls it out of his ass, so like people will be like, he'll pull like, no, Captain, I have the gun, and stay behind, and then somehow outrun the collapsing ship that's falling into the ground.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And so yeah, everybody loves Jack, and that's my personal character. So yeah, that's kind of our whole like OC thing.
There was, oh god, oh, hello.
Yeah, there's a lot on the point right now. Did they make this harder?
Yeah. Say what?
I have a heavy weapon.
I feel like they made regular harder.
And I'm out of ammo, so we're just gonna punch it. That's fine.
Well, that worked for one.
Who needs a gun when you have these hands?
Yeah, these fists are rated E for everyone. Bully him.
Specifically for hunters. I've got a really bad habit of starting up and getting really invested in like creating a character and then just completely dropping off the face of the planet for weeks at a time, if not months. So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of details. The one character that I can distinctly remember is Clive, and it was Spartan Clive, and basically his. Oh no, I'm thinking of a mixture between the two. Okay, so Spartan Clive was a Spartan 2, who was on the ship, and basically it was just I don't know, generally good attitude kind of guy. Very, very experienced in what I called improvisational combat. Throughout like the Halo games and whatnot, we always hear of Spartans and people like using impromptu weapons. Like I think at some point someone used like a mongoose to kill a grunt or something just by throwing it at him.
Yeah.
And and so I was like, oh hey, we'll try that out and see how it goes. And so Clive sort of operated with that for a little bit, and then I think he's been asleep in a cryopod ever since. And I know that I created another character, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. But he was a Spartan 3, and his thing, I guess, was that hey, whoa, listen. He was really good at what he did, like really just a top tier Spartan, until something went wrong during like a mission. And so it could literally be anything. It could be like he misses one shot, or he like slips down a hill or something. And as soon as something starts to go wrong, it's like he just falls apart luck-wise. And so it was like every time that we did combat, I remembered it was like a race against time, because as soon as he had a bad roll, he would like just start failing stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh, very shocky.
Yeah, I think. Oh my god, the shock
But,
grenades are what kills us the most.
I know.
Okay,
I
boss
know.
wave incoming.
There's a meme somewhere online. There's hey there. There's a meme somewhere online that I saw of firefight that's like, oh, the enemies that they want you to fight, and it's like Escarim and the camouflage elite, which I can't remember the name of.
Chaklock?
And then
Or no, Chaklock's the gold one.
yes. Well, he's invisible too.
Yes.
Your team scored.
But and then it was like the enemies you actually fight, and it was just the skimmers with the shock grenades
Jeez.
and the grunts on the turrets on the phantoms.
Yeah. God, those phantom turrets will eat you alive.
They are nasty. They're nasty little things.
Yeah. After this match, before we spawn into the next one, I will. I've got a the story so far kind of summary thing to go, and that can fill.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes.
it's so spicy. I also am fucking dead.
Oh no! It's okay. It's all right.
I don't even know what killed me.
Chaos.
There were, to be fair, there were a lot of people around your body, so
Yeah.
it could have been any
Yeah, you
number
take
of
a lot,
things. Truly.
Yeah, I was just like, oh wow, I'm dead.
Oh look, I'm dead now.
To actually, so really
It's
quick.
kinda like,
Oh, go ahead, Blondie. Go
it's
ahead.
kind of like a Scope coming back from the dead. Jack is like, I thought you died, and she's like, I got better.
I got better. I did, but I did, but I survived. So actually, to go over that, Blondie, do you want to tell the story of Scopes coming back, or do you want me to tell it?
Well, I kind of told it in a nutshell, but if you want to elaborate further on
Yeah.
it, because I'm just going to stutter storytelling while we're in a match.
That's fair. I'm really good at it, so I'll keep it going. So 052.
Yeah, we're doing our darndest to like talk through just an absolute sweat of a match.
Yeah. So,
Spicy!
to actually, I took some inspiration for my character, or for Jack, after you joined back in the day, 052. Cause my, Jack's whole thing is he, when he gets into the combat zone, it's what I do in multiplayer.
Yeah.
I will shut up and stop talking. And I will just straight murder. And so, Jack, back in the day, Jack actually got kidnapped by a rogue section of Oni when we were fighting one of the bosses that we, like, set up in the roleplay.
Oh.
And, when he got out, he went on a shotgun rampage through this base on Mars, right? And, one of the scenes was one of the security guards wasn't looking and turned around and goes, oh shit, and Jack speared one of the shotguns through this guy.
Oh no!
He just takes a shotgun and is just like, no!
It was glorious.
It was glorious, and he after that mission, he came back so covered in blood that it was still like dripping when he got back to the ship, and he when he left after the debrief, he put a bloody handprint on top of the bridge door, and now it's like kind of ceremony for Jack to, before they go on a mission, he slaps the top of the door as a like reminder. And it's so like, and now Spartan Ray, so Spartan Ray's his co-captain, and they've kind of like bonded in this weird like Spartans weren't supposed to be in charge sense, and now Spartan Ray came back covered in Covenant blood, and she put her handprint on top of his. And so
nice.
yeah, so now Jack like was like, originally it was a reminder for the team that I will always come back because I was the lone Spartan too, and then after that it was a reminder for himself to come back to where was home because we moved ships, right? So he took the bloody handprint trait from the old Horizon to the new ship, and then now it is solidarity that as a team he doesn't have to fight alone together, we fight together so everybody can come back, which is really tragic because the mission after that, two of our we killed off two of our teammates. It was fucking tragic. Oh, it was, I was literally at work weeping. Yes?
I don't think he knows what happened to Horizon.
Oh yeah. Do you? So 052.
No, I don't know anything. I know nothing.
So our old ship was a frigate, right, called the New Horizon, and the New Horizon fell during the fall of Reach.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so we actually we in a future story arc, we actually plan to have to go back to Reach to access an Oni base, and as like a resupply, we're gonna have to go to the wreckage of the New Horizon.
Oh my god.
Yeah. After that, a bunch of us, a bunch of our teammates got separated for the next 4 years, because in the current story, it's 2554, so it's 2 years after the end of the Covenant War. So we've had, different assignments, and a lot of the people have been all over the settled colonies and stuff like that. And we're now on the Endless Midnight, which is a Phoenix-class colony vessel. And outfitted with all of the latest, technology and shit. So it's got like a Spartan deck and a forge and all of that stuff. Please revive. I need the overshield.
You didn't tell me.
I didn't die. I'm alright.
I'm catching.
Yeah.
I'm catching
Sorry,
steps, please
I'm
save
catching up on chat real quick.
You're good.
And it's just, thank you, people who are thank you, people who are being awesome in chat. I'm sorry that I'm missing everything.
Sorry, he's hearing the deep lore.
Firefight and talking. Sorry,
Yes,
guys.
I'm invested in the lore, guys.
Oh, it's such deep lore, too.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's such deep, such extreme lore. I have got. Let me know. What is he doing over here? Well, buddy, what are you doing?
Oh.
he was just hiding over there.
It's because we were
He
murdering.
wanted to stay alive.
Yeah.
Is there another guy somewhere?
No, we just won. This is in between rounds. I think they increased it to 5.
It's just. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they definitely. Ooh, pepper.
Spicy.
But yeah, to what was the thing we were gonna cover? The scopes coming back thing. So essentially, there was a fragment of her in Jack's helmet, and then because just before they died, Jack was trying a Forerunner. He was, they were on this Forerunner planet, and so he was trying a Forerunner algorithm to try and keep her alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that failed, and so she died, and actually took over Jack's body for a second before having to hand it back over.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then another AI that we had. Sorry, go ahead.
But then she was like, I can't stay here. There's not enough room for both of us, and that's when she Control Alt deleted herself.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no!
And then,
It's like she almost.
yeah, she like almost made it, but in order to do that, we didn't have the technology at the time, right? Like the AI chip wasn't enough to contain a reformatted AI, because she would have been like on the level of a Forerunner AI at that point, right? So it like the Forerunner technology, because Jack like passed out on this big Forerunner metal plate, right? That was like a Forerunner computer, and essentially just used his body as a flash drive.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and so she handed him, control back over. So Jack had her burnt-out AI chip, as well as the fragment left in his helmet, right? His old Mark IV helmet. And then Grace, one of our AIs that we had. So Blondie's character after that was called Grace. She was the ship AI of the Endless Midnight, the original ship AI of the Endless Midnight, right? And we had a cyber attack, and her like backdoor protocol through some other stuff got hacked by a rogue fire team that Harry used to be part of, one of our other characters. Oh, we're both dead. We're all dead. Jesus, they made this harder.
I looked around and I was like, oh god, okay, it's happening.
Yeah. And so Grace died, but she left behind a template of a new smart AI, right? Like all the protocols and all the stuff that she had learned and stuff. And then Buzz had been working with Scopes on like fragmenting. So the way Buzz stays alive and like staves off rampancy is every 7 years he just takes all of the knowledge that's not necessary for his current tasks and like puts them in hard storage and just puts them in little fragments, so he like forgets things, right? And so through that and Scopes fragment and the Grace's AI stuff, we like figured out how to put it back together and remade Scopes. So yeah.
That is absolutely incredible.
All right. That covers most of the story thus far, so I don't have to go over it.
You really should. We really at this point should start turning it into like a graphic novel or an actual written story.
Oh yeah. I actually sorry, go ahead, Blondie. Go ahead.
We've actually been working on it. We've been talking about wanting to do a fan film, actually. We think that would be pretty awesome. So currently we're working on turning all the RP stuff into kind of like a book/novel/script that we can go off of.
052, all I see is you freaking out over there on this corner screen.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I'm making a deal out of it. You can see me. You can see me in the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going. I don't mean to distract.
No, you're good.
I'm glad. So that's our idea. We do want to make a fan film, so obviously that's going to take a lot of budgeting and outsourcing and resourcing and getting that all together.
Yeah. Right now,
I would love to get the ball rolling, but patience is a virtue.
Right now, our biggest hurdle is formatting. So I have been I'm gonna just start another match and let it roll. But so every time we finish a big story arc, I have a program that actually downloads all of the Discord logs from the channels that I want and saves them in raw text format. Which is is useful. So literally it's like, Jack113 said at this time, and then the text log that I typed out and whatever emojis and formatting I wanted to use. And I then upload those to a shared Google Drive that we all have. But the hardest part is then you have to go in and copy and paste all of the logs and figure out what's like necessary story and what's a side story that we can either omit or save for later, and then format that into like book/reading format, and that takes a lot of like work and effort that I haven't had time for yet. After this big mega arc, so we have a current story arc going on right now that once that's done, I'm going to take a hiatus and just kind of run the server and like be in the background because Jack's gonna go MIA for a little bit. But spoiler alert. But just so that I can work.
He's gonna go poof for a minute.
Yeah. Just because I need to be able to sit down and edit this because it takes a lot of like focus.
Focus, yes. It's been really hard to focus on writing while you're doing RP and you're just like back and forth, and it's like, I need to be in the zone.
Yeah. Like, you can't roleplay a character, you can't be making new story while you're going over the old story and formatting it. Your brain starts to melt after a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
I've been trying to I've been trying to sort of sit down and actually write out like a proper script for a short film or a short series for a while. And my main issue is I will start writing something, and then in the process of writing that out, I will come up with another cool idea for something completely different. And it continues to spiral like over and over.
He's got the doom spiral.
It's truly the doom spiral.
It's a bit of that.
It's a bit good ideas.
Yeah, it's a bit of the crafter ADHD, you know.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Where is it?
Grab that.
So though, to preface, 052, if you want, I can, help with some stuff. We can run some shorts back, because you saw the edit that I did for our live stream advertisement.
Yes, absolutely.
It
was absolutely awesome.
Thanks. I have too much editing resources. I have CapCut Pro. I've got a free copy of like Sony Vegas. I've got a ridiculous amount of sounds and shit. Yeah. So we can do whatever.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna I'm definitely going to hit you guys up after this just to talk, because I'm slowly coming to the realization that is I need other people to help me with this.
Yeah, a one-man show is amazing. It's just hard to pull off.
Yes. I think it's easier to do if you are doing like TikTok content where you're really like filming on your phone and you don't have to do too much. But I'm at that point where I've been doing this for a little bit now, and I want to push things. I want to push what I'm able to do and what I'm comfortable with doing, and that sort of involves expanding a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm lagging really hard.
I wish we could help, like in Fortnite, if we could help Rez.
Yes.
I know, right? That would be great.
But yeah, we've got a bunch of like content and stuff, and we can come up with some small stuff. I have been really good about writing some ideas down. What opened my eyes was two things. Was this new stream coach that I just subscribed to today. Shout out that guy. They're super awesome. He's got a bunch of tips on how to make your streams better. But it was just like everybody's doing, X kind of content, right? Like, everybody does the, react to this dance or, revoice this sound content.
Yes.
And you kind of have to like strengthen your brand by making it like, okay, this is what I bring to the table that's unique, that makes you want to come to my channel instead of just scrolling TikTok. And the second thing was, so I work for a haunted house here in Kansas, scariest haunted house in the state of Kansas, and I'm our lead line entertainer. So I'm the only one on stage. I do a little song and dance. I have to introduce all of the acts that are going on and all of the game shows and stuff. And I'm like, you need a team for that. You need a team to help you out, because you can write your content, you can edit it, and all of that, but the neural load is too much. It's like piloting a Jaeger. You can't do it by yourself.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly how I feel. It's just like, God, this is like Pacific Rim. I like, there are too many levers for me to even reach.
Yeah.
Computationally, it just does not happen.
Okay, so, not to derail us there, but that is, hold on one sec, let me zoom out here, go back. So that's about 45 minutes of chat. Michael Vars, shout out, he's a Pacific Rim reference. Shout out to chat. Yeah, we're loving the update so far.
Hello.
Yeah. So just to kind of segue into the next segment, right? Because that's a great place to pause for the next talking point that I have.
Ooh, okay.
This segue is, we have new and or upcoming cosplay / TikTok projects. So I've been talking a lot, so 052, I'll let you go first.
I actually, this is it's something that I've been putting off for years, and I'm finally like ramping up to being able to do it. And it is in fact, I am finally getting around to doing a build tutorial. Because people ask me, well, basically every video, they're like, "Hey,
how do you make your visor?"
Yeah, how do you make the visor? And I'm finally getting around to it, and the reason that I'm getting around to doing that is because I am making the new version of this armor, the Mark IV. The model from Halo the model from Halo Infinite is just too crispy not to. And so I'm going all out on this. I have a friend, Aloy Cosplayer, who's on Instagram. She's helping me with making the undersuit for it. So it'll actually be a comfortable undersuit that I can wear the entire time, and not just the TPU shenanigans that I've been trying. There's gonna be electronics, there's gonna be like leather padding and all of it. It's like the full 9 yards.
Well, if you need
a nice little culmination.
Sorry, I was gonna say, if you need an AI expert, I know a guy.
Ooh, yes, absolutely.
You need an Alexa in your suit, pal.
Yes. It's sort of the I'm calling it like the culmination of I've been doing Halo props and whatnot for a little while now, and so this is the test really to see, okay, how nuts can we make this this suit, and how good can we make it look?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then there's
to the nines and beyond.
To the nines, fully bedazzled suit. Actually, that's what we're doing.
Really quick. So, speaking of cosplay tutorial, I have a question, real quick. So 052, is the TPU why your hip pieces keep breaking?
No, actually, the TPU is why my hip pieces don't break all the time.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, it is. I'll tell you right now. This is a trade secret, so you can't share it with anybody.
Well, you're on stream.
Stream's definitely not gonna talk about it.
Gaming, hi.
But but the reason, I swear to God, the real true reason that my hit pieces keep breaking, the space diaper, as you will, is straight up just because I do leg day every day, and the Halo armor, whether we like it or not, is not built for what I do in armor. And so you can look at every iteration of suit that I have had. The first thing that gives out every time is the hips and the waist. It is just there's a lot of stress involved. It's a high movement area, so it's not just like, oh yeah, he's cake to the nines. But
the cake is too powerful.
Yes. It is a true conundrum that I've sort of been working on and had prototypes to work on since I started making armor, because I really I really focus on making the armor as durable as possible, so that I can like go out and film like running sequences or doing like jumps and whatnot. Trying to think of other things that I've done.
So
there have been like yes.
Oh no, sorry. I was just gonna say. So my little trade secret on my end, by the way, my hip piece is never broken in my entire life because of the way I designed it.
Oh well, way to flex on me.
I had to. So here's my trade secret on how to make an indestructible, absolutely. 052. This is the second time I gotta get you up. So
I'm getting distracted.
Here's my
chat says audios aren't balanced and I'm being a bad host dad.
Oh, it's fine. We can fix it.
How's it now, chat? Is it okay?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Is it alright? It is. We cannot hear Blondie. Oh no, Blondie! Okay, here, I'm gonna go.
Uh-oh.
You guys
go stand in a corner.
fighting.
We'll cover
worry.
you. Go stand in the base.
I'm gonna go hide in my building.
Yeah.
Gonna chill out in this corner.
Jesus, there's so many enemies.
Oh, I died.
Oh, I died as well. So as soon as we said you're the last man standing, we all died.
Really?
No pressure. No pressure or anything.
It's okay. We'll respawn in 20 seconds.
Blondie talking.
Blondie, now you talk about your projects, Blondie, so he can balance audio.
Yes.
Enemy about to score.
Well, currently, I'm wanting to get Captain Ray brought to fruition. So my whole idea for Spartan Ray is because I have degenerative disc disease in my spine and my neck. And
Oh, I just got hit by a rocket in
wearing a
my feet.
helmet hurts a lot. And so I want to kind of build like the layers of the suit to where it operates as like a supportive brace, kind of like how a corset can support you, but I don't want it so stiff I can't move. You know, I still want to be able to walk in it.
Yeah.
So I want the undersuit to basically be my support system to support my neck, my spine, my knees too. Just all my joints are bad. The best way to put it is like I have the joints of a 60-year-old. So, but I'll forever look 25 until I get really up there in age. That's my goal. Is my next Spartan suit. That's why I haven't worn my blue Spartan for like almost 2 years now. Is because it really hurts to wear all that armor after a while.
Yeah.
So that is my goal. And it's going to take a pretty penny. And of course, I need my disability benefits first before I, go crazy on a project like that. But that is my #1 priority goal.
Plus, I got you, co-captain.
For my next project, yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, and I'm going to be learning to do 3D modeling. A friend of mine was nice enough to give me her old PC because she got a new gaming PC, and she's just like, I know you need a computer, and so I'm going to go ahead and start learning 3D modeling because 3D printing is actually hard on me physically, like taking care of the printer, taking the prints off, like that physically hurts my joints, and it's infuriating because it's just 15-20 minutes at a time, but it takes so much out of me and it hurts me so bad. But I'm like, I could 3D model, like it's not that difficult for me to figure out. I just need the PC, and now I have the PC. Like literally, my friend came by and she dropped it off on Sunday and helped me set it up. Like this is new to me. She put a new hard drive in it so I could run fast programs. I'm like, oh my god, you're amazing. So, but that's plans.
And I helped make Blondie's helmet, so she's already got one step going there.
Oh yeah, I could show you after this match. It's like, I can see it. It's right on my shelf.
Yeah. 052, Blondie's got the Captain Ray wears the Anubis armor, and I made Blondie's helmet with my patented indestructible but light armor recipe. And so
and
her helmet
is
yes.
like 3 times.
It's not gonna break.
Yeah,
that's why it's the patent indestructible technology. That's what it's for.
Yeah, my my ODST helmet I actually wear for airsoft.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. It's got a motorcycle visor in it, so my iPro is integrated. But so let me tell you why my to segue. Let me tell you why my groin piece and my armor rarely breaks. So I use a layering system when I make my armor. I've done a tutorial, but I need to do a better tutorial on it. So I 3D print my armors, and can you guess what percentage infill I use?
Oh man, are you let's start. Are you over or under 25?
Under.
You're under?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with 10.
Close.
Yeah?
I use 5% infill.
Oh my god, that's terrifying to me. I don't know how you do that.
It prints so fast.
For those of you in chat who don't know what infill is referring to, with 3D print. Oh god, all weapons are out of ammo. Fine.
On my X is an overshield if you guys want to pick it up.
On when you're 3D printing something, you can choose how much, what density to actually make the thing that you're 3D printing, because you can make it out of like solid plastic, or you could make it like honeycomb on the inside to make it lighter. And so the higher, I'm getting distracted by the game. The higher the infill, usually the stronger your 3D print. And so having an infill like 10% infill or 5% infill is nuts, to say the least. But it's obviously working for Jack really, really well.
Yes. So what's really funny is actually the worst print that I have, it's actually the stronger the end product.
Really?
Yes. So what I do is I take my 3D prints, and the very first step that I do with them is once they're glued together, because I print front half and back half for perfect details, and then glue them together. And then I take a 2-part plastic, which is called Smoothcast 300. It is a high impact resistant 2-part plastic that's supposed to be used for molding things like out of silicone molds, right? But it perfectly bonds with PLA 3D prints.
Really?
Yes. It's not like the most amazing bond. Like if you just put a flat piece of 3D print and then like poured this stuff on top of it, it would peel off. But because it's inside, it makes kind of a second shell, and it is so thin that it runs into every print imperfection, every layer line, every little thing on the inside, and locks it into place.
Does it, because it's a liquid when you're pouring it, does it smooth itself out pretty well?
Yes. And so I do 3 coats on the inside, and I brush 1 very thin coat on the outside. And it seals together, and this is why I'm hashtag Harry will kill me for this one, but I'm hashtag minimal sanding, team minimal sanding.
Oh my gosh.
I spend probably only about 30 minutes sanding my prints.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm not
Don't
kidding.
even. I can't talk to you anymore. Days, Jack, that I've spent.
Oh god,
God.
I convey to everyone you should stop sanding your prints. So the traditional 3D print method, right, is you print it off, you put it together, you like Bondo that crap, right? And then you have to sand back in all the details, you know? Right? Sanding in the details is so annoying, and I hate it. So that's why I only do 1 thin coat. And then I just take, for any imperfections or any of the like thick, deep layer lines, I just take wood filler, right? And I take a dollop of wood filler, and I push it into the lines, and then I just kind of like rub it really fast with my finger. And because wood filler is like a clay, that automatically smooths it over and fills any layer lines that are still visible after the 2-part plastic coat, right?
Oh my God.
And then the final indestructible layers, I spray it with a coat of Plastidip, so it has a rubber layer perfectly like on the outside. And then to finally get any layer lines, this will get all layer lines ever. Truck bed liner.
Truck bed liner? Really? Doesn't it have like a weird texture to it after you spray it though?
But so only if you apply it super thick. But in very thin layers, it only, I mean, my helmet's butterball smooth. Like, here, behold, look how smooth that baby is.
Yeah.
And
Here's the helmet.
Oh my God.
Jack printed.
Oh, the newest helmet looks so good.
yeah, see, they're
But it's,
indestructible.
I just need to put in the visor and some padding, but I've dropped it like 3 times because I have like random muscle spasms, so I'm just like la la la, and there's I yeeted my helmet, but it survived 3 falls so far.
Yeah.
So and it's lightweight too, so.
Yeah. I mean, you want to hear some terrifying ASMR real quick, right? So this is the top of my helmet. I'm holding it firmly.
That is not ASMR. That's not what ASMR is. Just sounds it. Literally, just sounds of like here. Watch me do Jack's ASMR.
Hey, punk!
But yeah, so like I said, my ODST helmet has taken hundreds of BBs to the helmet, and the worst damage on it is just paint chipping. Like, that's it. So yeah, that's my secret.
Oh god, chat, can you hear the audio? Did I knock my audio out? Oh no, it's fine, right? Are we good?
Okay.
It's just me banging on the table, that's all you missed, don't worry.
That's all you missed.
Okay. Jack, people are asking where they can find you.
Oh, so you can find me on TikTok. My handle is Jack S-113 or Jacktop with an 0 instead of an O. I should just I'll DM you my my link tree later. Or not my link tree, my what's it called? My beacons.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the
If you go onto my Instagram, if you look at my Instagram story, it should have both of them tagged in the post, and also, I'll double check. I don't know if I reposted your post, Jack.
I think you did. I think I got the notification.
Okay. It's also on TikTok. If you are there,
Yeah, I can always also just upload the file to that Google Drive, and you can just post it for yourself.
Yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
Speaking of my another trade secret 052 that you need to do, that everyone needs to do. What's the hardest thing about telling people where to find you when you're in your armor?
Where to find me?
Yeah, so like if you're out at a con and someone's like, "Hey, what's your TikTok page or what's your Instagram?" Like,
Oh, I usually just like point at my number that's on my chest and I'm like, hey, just look up Spartan 052 and maybe you'll get it.
yeah, that's fair.
I know that there are little electronic tags that you can get.
Yep.
I want to get them in my new hand pieces. Are they in your forearms?
Yes, I have there's actually 2 of them just in case one fails, but there's literally hold on, let me turn it. In right here and right here. You can kind of see the tail end of this one, but there is 2 chips there, and in my glove I have a 3rd one as a tetrary backup. But literally I just say, "Here, give me your phone," and they rub the top of their phone over, and boom, it takes them to my Beacon AI page.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Because in armor, I can't hand out business cards. There's no way I'm getting my fat gloves in my pocket, you know? And phones are just a pain in the butt. So just
we only
here.
have pouches.
Yeah. Real quick to answer a chat question. Wyatt, my OC, Jack, is canonically 7'6" tall in armor, I believe. 7'2" out of armor. Yeah. So he's a big boy. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. Okay, hold on. I gotta. I keep pulling my headphones that are looped into this helmet out. So give me a hot second. Nobody
You're good.
panic. Nobody panic. I know you guys will be fine. I know that chat is gonna freak out for a second. Chat, take a second and look at our really look at our really cool Spartans, guys. They're so cool. Okay. I also need to cover. Oh, this is going to be an interesting topic. Okay. Okay. Everybody look. No one can see me, right?
No,
We're
you're
all
red
fine?
right now.
We're all good?
There's just
Okay,
a red mist. Should be the pink
hold on.
mist. That's the one that you fear.
Fear the pink mist.
Yes.
The pink mist.
Wyatt, I don't remember if you hopped in our server or not, but we have a really, really cool template for OC characters for people who are in the server for 30 days and want to join the roleplay. Which 052 still hasn't filled out.
I know. Oh.
Have you, 052, have you seen our template?
Yes, I got messaged it. In fact.
Oh yeah, I think who was in charge of that?
I have no idea. Was it you? Did you send it?
I think it might have been me. So we have like 4 mods, and each of us just took a 4th of the server. And I think because you start with an O, that I got your section.
Ah, yeah, got it.
But yeah, that's your sheet.
Don't worry, stream. I'm back. We're all fine. You don't. What do you mean you don't have a sense of object permanence? I'm here. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Fantastic.
Hydrate? Okay, sure. I'll drink some water. It's fine.
Hydrate? Oh, I'll just drink my Coca-Cola right here.
That's not hydrating. That's dehydrating.
That is, yes, Jack. Shame on you.
Okay,
Where's your water?
Okay, I'll get my. Actually,
Thank you for
my water's right here. I got my vitamin water.
That's not just get regular water.
Okay, but I can't. I don't like how it tastes.
You can have vitamin water. That's fine, but just get water.
Okay. So here's my secret. This is a 48 ounce. No, yeah, this is a 64 ounce bottle of water, right? and I only take one of those ones that's meant for like the 16-ounce little flavor packets and pour it down there at the bottom. So most of it's water. It just has a little bit of flavor to keep the ADHD brain drinking it. Because otherwise I won't passively drink it, and I'll reach over and grab the Coke.
I will accept it.
Yeah.
Danny, what did you say? I saw you in chat.
Here, while we're in between, let me put my helmet on so I can look the same.
So what you're saying is I should drink Mountain Dew? No, Danny, that's not what I'm saying. You should not. You should have water. You can have Mountain Dew as a treat.
Join the dark side, drink Mountain Dew.
Oh my god.
Be the great Jedi. Drink both.
Drink both. Just have 2 straws going into your mouth at once. One as a Mountain Dew, one as regular water.
We've got the Holy Trinity right here. We've got chaotic good, chaotic evil, and neutral. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Hey, Jack, what helmet model do you have?
What helmet model? Okay, so the helmet model that I have is the one on Etsy. It's the one that I can't sell.
Is it Tidal Waves? Is it the most recent one with like the grills?
It does have the grills, yeah.
Okay.
I think
it's Tidal Waves. That is my second helmet. It's very cool.
Shopping.
Yeah.
It was so I actually had to message him and have him edit it a little bit because Mesh Mixer was really not liking how he had the grills and stuff set up, because they were all set up together, but they were in the format that was like designed that they cut off the helmet. You know what I mean? Like he just separated those models and then exported them. And so I was like, hey, could you send me those laid flat, please? Let's see. It was my helmet mod. Yeah, Tidal Wave Designs. His helmet is so cool. Yes. Oh yeah, chat. I am our TikTok live goal. Real quick. My goal is to launch the my helmet line. I finally modeled an ODST helmet by myself, and so I have the rights to print and sell it. So we're gonna be doing a launch for that soon. Stay tuned. Alright. Okay, do we want to keep doing King of the Hill, or do we want to sweat a little bit?
That is
that
is up to you guys. These headphones are not doing great. Okay, hold on.
Okay, we can wait.
It's okay. I need to refill my water, so I'll bring it right
Yes,
back.
keep loading things.
I'm gonna
like
load
typing
my
things.
water
Please
real quick.
Reload the water.
Render in your water bottle, please.
Blah. God, look at that beauty. I wish I could... Man, I wish in the menu they had a option to hide the like, all the overlay so that you could get a really clean picture of you and your team.
Oh, I know. Because it's so... The menu's the best looking place. The lighting's insane.
Oh, it's perfection. But you've got Spirit.
I have not went... I have not gone to go get milk. I am right here. You did nothing. It's fine. Oh my god. All fine. You beings of shenanigans. You little shenanigans. Little shenanigans in here. Hi, Juan.
Moving on. Oh.
Juan, hello.
While we're on the topic of making things and we're waiting for Blondie 052, I have a question for you. That I asked
Yes.
you 4 years ago.
No!
Oh,
Oh no! Oh, no.
This is
Help me,
this is
please.
this question has been 4 years in the making. Back when we didn't even have a TikTok presence. Back when it was an Instagram presence.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I hope that everybody in your chat gives you shit for denying your brother's question for 4 years.
Don't submit to him, chat. Don't let him tell you what to do.
So, let me lay down the deep lore. On Instagram, 4 years ago, December 1st, 2020, height of COVID, I'm building my armor, and I message 052. I know you have a lot more, you're busy, so you get a lot of messages. I do too, so I understand. But I message 052. Hey, 052, quick question. In which orientation did you print your right shoulder off? And then silence until today at 2:14 p.m.
Oh god.
So 052, which orientation do you print your shoulder off?
You know what? Here, hold on. Nobody panic. I'm coming right back. I have to go get the example. It's fine.
Oh my
Well, he's
god.
away.
Yanking out the headphones. Everything's gonna. It's
Oh, Big Kitty!
There's Big
okay.
Kitty. Here's Big Kitty.
Go in here.
Hi,
I have to go
kitty.
Get my shoulder pad. There's somewhere. Here it is.
The big Trompinator. He
Okay.
says, Mom, I'm hungry.
I have
Please
got-
feed me more.
Technically, I have two. They're identical. We're gonna look at this one. This is the one we're looking at. Okay.
Let me see.
Ugh. And now I have to plug my headphones in without yanking them out of my
Chat,
phone.
we're gonna see here.
Hello, please.
Yeah.
Please. I can't hear anything, so I'm just kind of inferring what you guys are talking about.
Alright.
You look like you're admiring me so much, guys. It's really. Look at how happy.
We're waiting with
No!
bated breath.
I did not leave him on red for 4 years.
In fact, he left me on unread for 4 years.
Leave me alone. Don't come for me in my own home. Okay. Hold on. Oh god. Oh, hello. Hello. Don't get down. All right. So the right shoulder pad. Right
Yeah.
shoulder pad.
Yeah, the big one.
Right shoulder pad. Right shoulder pad. The proper printing orientation for this shoulder pad, if you have, it fits in its entirety in one print on a CR10S,
Okay.
and you print it, the supports are still in this one. So you print it like
Vertical.
this. Just like this, straight up and down, an angle so that it fits. Are you happy, Jack? Are you happy now? Now that I have given you all of my secrets.
Yes, I'm very satisfied.
Only five. I wish to become the shoulder.
I want you to know that when I took my shoulder and it's literally split down the middle, so I printed it in 2 parts, like this.
Oh, see, that's fine. That's totally fine too.
I was just back 4 years ago because I had just gotten into 3D printing. I was struggling so hard with figuring out how to get the damn thing on the print bed. I was like, it won't fit.
It does not go nicely, but it does eventually fit. Chat,
Oh.
I just sat down. Why? Jamie's asleep. Look, there she is. She's sleeping over there.
Oh. That is a live stream moment 4 years in the making.
the payoff I hope was worth it.
Well, I only have 5 viewers right now, but they're the best 5 viewers in the world.
Hey, shout out to those 5 viewers. They are the best.
Oh, they're the boys.
Instinct Creative is in my stream. He asked how Clive is doing. Clive, is there a piece of Clive around here that I can show you? No, because Clive's helmet is not in my house right now. I'm actually painting Clive's helmet. It's going through its final round of sanding. Fun fact for you: the Clive that we were talking about earlier in stream shares a name, but otherwise no relation with the regular Clive Spartan that I'm making a Mark 7 suit for. Like the name Clive.
He's in. I mean, my name's not actually Jack, but I just love Jack. Is that?
Oh, Sam joined the fire team.
I will have Sam in here. Sam's good.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
By the way, so
Say hello.
before we hop into the next topic and the next game, and because the next topic is going to be triggering. But can I just say I love this season, but I am also slightly disappointed. Because the Halo that we know is like we love to unlock stuff, right? But
yeah,
they gave us we lost 100 tier season pass for 20 tier content passes. And so you get the base Mark IV and then one other set that you can earn. And then the other, 8, sorry, I can't count. There it is. 8 sets for the Mark IV in the shop are priced so high. If you wanted to buy every armor that's in the shop, it is $97.75.
I will say, here's what I will say, and this will be a controversial take, and this is coming from a place of privilege because my favorite armor in all of Halo is the one that we get for free.
Yeah,
so I don't have a lot to complain about.
I mean, same.
There's not as long as I can wear the Mark IV, I'm happy. You know, I think that we fortunately and unfortunately, the world of gaming has sort of shifted in a way. Like 2011, 2014, 2007, those are really nice times where we had a lot of armor that we could just unlock in-game, but that was also before microtransactions, right? And these big juggernauts of game franchises. So like Fortnite setting us up, Call of Duty, Halo now.
Yeah.
The gaming industry as a whole is huge, right? It's absolutely massive. And a consequence of us having these games that keep trying to exponentially grow and exponentially like stack upon what they've done before is companies want to make more money from their game, you know. And the microtransactions in Halo, and not just Halo, but I think across the board really now are kind of nutty.
Yeah.
So I think you I don't know. You can stay vocal about it just to sort of keep the pressure on and be like, hey, you know, these things are really expensive. It really sucks that it's like that. Could this all have been one big 100-level battle pass and we just got all this Mark IV armor? Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would have paid, easily, I would have paid $30 for a battle pass if, like, even $30 for a battle pass, if 4 or 2, you know, half of the armors were in that pass, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I honestly think that if we had all of the Omega Spartan armor in a battle pass, I think that could have probably solidly been a $20, $30 investment for people. That they would have done that immediately, because those are, I mean, the the price of that armor in the shop right now is like what, 40 bucks or something. It's up there. That's probably some of the most expensive things I've ever seen for a video game. And I don't know, you can buy them individually. My personal opinion is if you really want something from the shop, then you can get what you want, with your money.
Yeah, and it's not, it's not a bad thing that things are in the shop. I appreciate that we have the armor, period. It's just that, like, I don't, like, so right now, I'm in between jobs, and I'm making streaming, like, the full-time thing, right? And so, just for the average person, I don't think they have $97 to drop if they want all of the customization. And, because we can't buy individual pieces, if they want, say, one chest piece from here, and a chest piece from there, and a helmet from there, it adds up quickly.
Yeah. But in that same vein, and Blondie, I'm sorry if I've been, like, talking over you or anything. Feel free to just interrupt me.
It's okay, I kind of run on the quiet side anyway until I get really rolling on something.
In my mind, it's similar to getting, like, all of the Lego Mega Bloks, like, sets, right?
Yeah.
In an ideal world, I would love to have all of the sets and make, like, a little display, but they have to have something to fund the actual game,
Yeah.
And the decision to make the multiplayer for Halo Infinite free is something that I think is both good and bad for different reasons,
Yeah.
And so in my mind, I'm like it would be cool to collect everything, but realistically, do you need to collect them? What I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. It's just kind of, that is both, yeah, I understand that entirely. It's just kind of weird, because we went from, like, Halo was kind of this feeling where, like, collecting the armor was, a sign of how well you played the game. Like that was...
Yeah, like a rite of passage.
Exactly, I was in a Halo 3 clan, and the only way to join is if you had Hayabusa. That was the baseline. And so it just kind of feels kind of weird that this thing that feels core to Halo, where you're unlocking armor and it means something, is like the value of it has slightly decreased. But... Yeah.
I wish that there was a better way to get credits to unlock things that are in the store.
Yes.
I know that the store is pretty much locked down with you have to spend money in order to get these. The only exception being that if you didn't spend any of your credits from the season passes earlier on, they gave you credits that you could use to get things in the shop. So there is a way for you to get stuff, but realistically, those credits for me are long gone. Like,
yeah, exactly. We bought things in the store. I was like, I need the cat ears yesterday.
yes, exactly. The cat ears were a must, obviously.
Yeah. I think the best model, I think that we were too harsh on, was I would like a combination of the models of Halo 5 and Halo 5 and MCC, right? Where Halo 5, you earned a certain amount per match that you could then spend in the microtransaction store. But if you wanted to speed it up, you could then buy into the microtransaction store. And I think having it as an option was nice.
Yes, I think that's exactly how it should be. It should be a thing where it is a grind to earn stuff in order to unlock other armor. But that's how it should be, The gamers as a whole are familiar with the grind fest. Minecraft as a game is just based around the grind. I think that you're exactly right with that. And I was thinking about in a similar vein, what is it? Deep Rock Galactic as a game. Their cosmetics in there. The easy way to get all of their cosmetics is to like purchase their online things, spend your money. You can unlock them right away, but you can also earn credits or whatever you need in the game to actually unlock them.
Yeah.
And I think that is the I think that's the nice middle ground that would be great for gamers on all platforms.
Yeah.
Because I know that like there was some article out a while ago that was talking about how people who played Fortnite really liked the Halo Infinite like battle pass system because it didn't go away.
Yeah.
This is like the Call of Duty ones, I think, and I think the Fortnite ones. I'm not exactly sure, but
yeah, but like
I
half
think
of the
that
battle
those are-
passes,
those are-
you spend $15 on them or whatever, and then 2 months later, all of those cosmetics are gone, whether you unlock them or not.
yeah. hmm
Yeah. So
You're
all right.
getting.
I'm gonna shoot us into the next thing. Sorry, Blondie, what's up?
It's okay. I had a malfunction and I went to check the chat, but I went to check the chat on my mobile and it was like, oh, let's just switch everything to mobile. And I'm like, that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying in Discord. Like if I click, if I open the Discord on my phone right now, it's gonna move my camera to Discord.
Yeah,
It was so weird.
absolutely.
I was like, well,
Yeah. All right. So when we go into this match, I'm gonna break your brains a little bit. So I've noticed a few things about the Mark IV armor. One, the little under bicep piece, this piece right here, doesn't rotate with the shoulders, or the shoulders don't rotate with that piece. Second, once we load in this match, I want you to look down at your hips.
Oh, I don't want to know. Yeah.
We got cake back, by the way.
The bicep,
not my feet. I'm going to be very confused.
actually, the bicep not rotating with the shoulders. I'm not gonna lie. That's how I like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
My shoulders are completely independent from my actual bicep.
So are mine, you know. But I mean, like a lot. You know, like mine shift a little bit, you know, like the bottom brace moves forward and then the shoulder. But there's like the shoulder kind of stays in one place, and then this is like part of the arm, so it does this weird warping turn thing.
My I wonder if I can. Oh my god, this. I'm gonna get better headphones. This shoulder, maybe I can show it that, but the shoulders that I have on these suits are like completely independent. They just sit nicely, but it's why like
if you jump, you bounce.
A lot of the clanking sound actually comes from the fact that I can't reach this to freaking grab. They're basically like football pads on top of my arms. They're not connected to the biceps at all.
Yeah,
and
mine are. There's
actually,
a little band under there.
They are.
Yeah.
I found for my purposes, it actually helps a little bit with number one, mobility, in that you don't have to worry about like, hey, if I lift my arms up this high, you know, are my shoulder pieces going to run into the chest piece? And also helps out with arm fatigue because it's less weight on your arms when you're moving your arms.
My secret is so I've got a clip at the top just like that holds on the shoulder, but in between the bicep and this, there's actually a little U, like a U-shaped piece of fabric, so it's glued in the bottom, glued up here, so like it actually creates a joint that allows the shoulder to move independent, but it stays just a little bit, so when I'm like going to punch Caretaker, my shoulder doesn't fall off.
Nice.
I've punched Caretaker a lot in my videos. Maybe I should let up on it.
Just let him punch you back once or twice, you know?
Yeah.
I think the only way to make that fair is if he takes his helmet off.
It's fair. Okay, so our next topic, the triggering topic. But I'm gonna phrase this in a way that it's not super bad. is our Halo live action show.
Oh,
The collective sigh from everybody was real. I felt it.
Oh, no.
But so when I say the Halo live action
hold
show,
on.
okay,
Uh,
I just don't want to complain about it, but I want to say what our hopes for a Halo show would be, you know, sans what the Halo show actually is.
I will say right off the bat, I think that season 2, the trailers that I've seen for season 2 actually give me a good amount of hope.
Yes.
Because they, in my opinion, they're headed in the direction that everything should have started, you know? It is the Spartan 2s doing what they do, which is just fighting aliens, defending humanity. And where's the... Oh, are we in big team right now?
We're in squad battle right
ready
now.
for aliens. Sorry, I'm like suddenly like fighting people.
Right.
The thing that should have happened is there is a... Here we go. It should have been like Spartan 2s doing their thing, you know, fighting aliens for the most part, and like humanity is not doing great, but as we see in the season 2 trailer, there's like a cover up that's starting to happen with like, oh, everything's fine as long as the fighting's just in the outer colonies, you know?
Yeah.
Which I think is great. I think that's exactly the angle that they wanted to take. And that's exactly how it was like in the Halo universe, is the Human Covenant War wasn't even a big thing until things like really got close to home. And like Reach was a big deal because then everybody knew that, oh shit,
Earth is next, because
excuse me, that's my language. Everybody knew that, oh hey, yeah, we're losing this war right now. And I will stop talking in a second, but my biggest issue on top of everything else with the actual Halo show is, in fact, just the way that they did the character of Master Chief. And maybe I'll just stop talking there, because I'm sure that this is going to be something that we talk about a lot. But the choices in particular of the actual character is, I think, part of the central issue that I have with
the show. Yes.
This is going to be a massacre.
The
main issue that I have with the show.
Yeah, so I fully agree. The big thing that I got, like, it's, you know, even Master Chief taking off his helmet is fine, because there is other media that does that, where, you know, the main character is a helmeted character and they take off their helmet, you know. Like, The Mandalorian has always been a perfect example. They took it off at the end of the season, you know, and it was alright. But, I'm sorry, there is a man on top of the big rocks!
Yes, it's a
And
you can stay up there as long as you can stay alive.
Man, I'm doing garbage right now. But I think it was just...
I know, I got completely distracted, and I'm just a mess.
Yeah, the characterization of Chief is the problem, is because he's a character that we all know, whether it be from the books, or the, you know, the TV series that we did get, or from the games. You know, like, he's at least a semi-consistent character across all of them. And in the shows, they portrayed him in a way that made him not make smart tactical decisions or, like, be a reasonable person, which is weird. I don't know how to express that, like, in words specifically, but it's most likely...
Well, my biggest takeaway from that character was the number one problem they had with Master Chief is they made him a really hostile, angry person, you know?
Yeah.
And if you were writing a sci-fi story, right? And you said, okay, so this character is had like all their memories erased, they were kidnapped as a child, they don't know what's going on, they get their emotions back. Obviously they're gonna be upset. But that's not what you should be doing here when you have a pre-established series is like completely changing how this character that is already established actually interacts with the world.
Yeah.
And you see this happen. You see a big example of this happening in all of his interactions with Cortana, right?
Yeah,
Every
where he's
time
just
that
like,
Cortana's
shut
on
up,
screen,
Cortana.
He's been disrespectful, he's been cruel, it's like to the point where it's unnecessary, and unfortunately it makes the character unlikable.
Yes.
When he's just awful,
an asshole.
You know? the core of Master Chief is he's not a person that yells ever, you know?
Yeah, and he's very compassionate.
And
always keeping it cool, always grounded.
He's the quiet,
yes,
compersonal
and
guy.
that's because as a Spartan, he was the first one to know when they were in boot camp. That's like a key part of his character is he was one of the first ones to know that, oh hey, this isn't ideal. Yes, I'm a kid, but this is our job. We have to protect humanity. That was his like defining moment when he was going through boot camp. And in my eyes, they totally stripped out any sort of decency that they had and just turned him into, oh yeah, this is a guy who's really good at killing, you know?
Yeah, and like, there were three big things that were my initial issue. Was one, the portrayal of Dr. Halsey. She's supposed to be this like I will do anything to get the job done character, but she cared about her Spartans more than anything. And in the media, they made Dr. Halsey seem like she didn't care about anybody. You know, like she was about to abandon Chief when as soon as they got the alien chick, they were like, I don't need a Spartan anymore. I've got you.
Yeah.
But two was the whole love scene, or the whole love thing with the Covenant chick.
Don't get me started.
I know. But so
I
could have been.
Yeah, I know.
I could have been in the room when people were actually writing about that. They're writing that scene because I wanna look the person in the eye who made that story
decision,
choice,
yeah,
and ask why in this game, why in this universe is a romantic subplot even remotely necessary?
Yeah. And so, if they wanted to do a romantic subplot, right? You know what they should have done? And they wasted this potential, because this is a amazing story arc, and I would have loved to see it, right? If Master Chief was gonna Master Cheeks anybody, alright? It should... I'm sorry. My wife just started cracking.
I hate that you just said that. I hate it.
If Master Chief was gonna, hook up with anybody, it should have been Kai. Because they were two Spartans who went through their whole childhood without having emotions. But they already have a bond of years of battle and training and camaraderie built on top of that. And so them experiencing emotions for the first time would have been the perfect excuse to put, shoehorn that in there. And that would have been fine. But Maquis, she's literally a traitor!
Well,
she's an alien!
Yeah.
I don't like... Oh no! Oh no, we're getting checked! No! No, get off!
No!
Really?
Don't let him
I got him!
We're trying, Blondie. Oh, she's
I'm
dead.
Oh god.
It infuriated me so bad because it was like reading some
bad fan fiction
that just took all the lore and was like, you see this lore that you love so much? Well, guess what? I don't like Cortana, so I'm gonna have Master Chief treat her like crap, and then I'm gonna have him love the enemy, and the only way to do that is to plug in a human on the other side where they kidnap some young kid. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a bit That's a bit out there for
Yeah.
me. And it just like if you're going to kind of run your own story, if you're wanting to do that, run your own storyline, leave the original alone. Please, like we love our original story, and changing a story is always a gamble, you know, from the original. But to me, it was beautifully directed, cinematically, it was gorgeous. I love the fight scenes, but the storyline, it
kind of fell flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's I think that's really what it comes down to, right? Is oh my god, no one could see my game this entire time. It's fine.
No.
We won the game. We did. So
We
well,
won.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't just. We didn't just lose 51 to 75.
Yeah, it was. God, what was I just about to say?
Perhaps not squad battles.
We can go
back to
the last thing
firefight,
that
'cause
you
it's
said,
easy.
Blondie, before I just completely spaced.
Huh? What?
What was the last thing you said right before?
Fan fiction is like reading somebody's bad fan fiction.
Right before we started. Wait, say it again. I'm sorry.
Oh, Blondie's was it was like reading somebody's bad fan fiction. Like they changed the story. Like we have this original story with based characters, and they changed it up.
We have the original story. We've seen Forward Unto Dawn. That was really well done. That was within the lore of the original story. That was gorgeous. I appreciated that movie. You still had your own story intertwined with that, and I really appreciated that. But what they did with the Halo TV series, going off on their own. If you're going to write your own original story, make it original. If you're going to take Master Chief and turn him completely into a character that he's not, just exemplify his bad traits and none of the good, I mean, you're just destroying the character at that point. And I absolutely hated how Cortana was treated. It felt like somebody wrote the fan fiction who hated Cortana, who idolized Master Chief and was infatuated with him and wanted to create a character that was a love interest. And to keep it so dramatic, they put a human on the Covenant side. Like, I mean, that's different, but like, I would have rather a crisp, clean, original cut story away from all of that, like they did in Halo Wars. That was really well done.
Yeah.
And
we
don't
like
take an original story, gamble with it.
Well, thank you, Ashton. Thank you for being here. Have a good night.
Cortana didn't deserve it. Yeah, that's right.
I honestly,
she didn't deserve it at all.
What it seems like to me is it seems like someone was tasked with writing a Halo TV show, and they got an infinite of the plot of Halo Infinite, and they were like, okay, so we'll base everything around this because this will be our endpoint. This is where we're like going to, right?
Yeah.
And then they just didn't know anything else and just filled in the gaps with whatever they thought was correct.
Yeah, and what makes me sad is a lot of the interviews they talked about how they had a lore boot camp where they went over all of the lore without having to focus on the games, and then they went through and they played all the games, and so it's like, you guys played all the games, you had a lore boot camp, and then you still came up with this.
There is no way in this world you you came out of a lore boot camp and you thought to yourself, oh yeah, this is fine. Master Chief can just, like, be a hostile person. Well, there are many things. There are many issues that if you have read a Halo book, or you have played one of the games, that you would be like, this doesn't seem correct.
Yeah. So, my final gripe, the third one that I was mentioning was, which we all talked about, is the not just the representation of Master Chief, but the representation of his relationship to the armor is a problem. You know, because I get it. So you know the quote that everybody used to like rile up everybody is that one where Pablo was like, "You can't tell a story without the helmet on," and we all know that's false because we've all seen The Mandalorian, and yes, that's only one series, yada yada yada.
Yes.
But
And they even talk about in The Mandalorian how they wanted to convey emotion without him ever taking his helmet off. It's little nuances, it's little sighs, it's tones in the voice, it's little movements in the body.
That is truly, I think, the main issue, in that it is, for those who don't know, and there's no reason that some of you would know this, I went to acting school. My degree is in theater. I did acting before I was even like 05. And one of the biggest takeaways I ever got from actually taking like a college course was that people, actors in particular, when they are given an acting challenge or a prompt, they will prioritize using their face, because that's what they know how to use, right? Your acting is all about the emotion, and the emotion comes from your face and like your upper body, you know? And they don't know how to connect that to the rest of their body. And I would never belittle like a fellow actor. We all have our different techniques and whatnot, and I'm not a professional actor, so this is like basically a college kid talking out of his butt, you know? But I think that there is something to be said about, if you have an acting challenge where the character that you're playing doesn't show their face, you have a responsibility as an actor to find a way to work with that and work through that.
I think I put that outside. Sorry. Yes, exactly. Sorry, I was directing my wife to where her charger for her laptop was. Yes, exactly.
Also,
but yeah, so 052, you're exactly correct. And not only that, but Master Chief's relation, like Mjolnir itself is a character. You know what I mean? And that's what I think the issue is they're not treating Mjolnir itself like it's a character. They're treating Mjolnir itself like it's just a costume that he wears, you know? And it's like, no.
It's supposed to be like his second skin.
Yeah. You know, the suit does more than just protect him.
Yeah, Spartans take off their armor, like they don't necessarily live in it, but they are so used to wearing their armor. The proper protocol for any Spartan going into cryo is to go in wearing their armor so that they come out fully ready to fight for any situation, you know?
Yeah.
And like, it is unlike any other thing in the UNSC and like sci-fi, in that this is a thing that is synonymous. It's, how do I put it? It is both its own independent thing that you have to think about, and it is also so incredibly synonymous with like what a Spartan is, you know?
Yeah.
That I definitely agree with you. I think that there's some sort of disconnect going on. And I don't know. I don't know at what point that happened, and I don't know why it happened.
Yeah, to give it a comparison, right? Oh, there are hunters. Okay, I've got rockets. To give it a comparison, it would be like if you were making an Indiana Jones movie, right? But he didn't go back for his hat. You know, he always goes back and grabs the hat.
Right. You gotta have the hat.
Yeah, or if you were making a sorry, I lost my. It's like Batman. You know, it's if you're like making a Batman movie, but he took off his armor during combat all the time. You know, like he would take off the mask to breathe or something.
Yeah, like he took off his helmet like while he was Batman. Like that's obviously a no-no. Right? It's I don't know.
Big no. We don't want to die from a headshot.
Yeah.
Number one rule: helmet stays on.
Yeah. And so like in the books, you know, he does take his armor off, but it's when it's a safe situation, or you know, if he needs to do something. If he needed to make Maquis or not Maquis, what was her name? The insurrectionist chick.
Oh,
Quan Ha. If he needed to make Quan Ha trust her, that scene where he takes his helmet off for the first time should have been the last episode of season 1. You know?
Yeah. It would have held so much more meaning. And Anna said in the end money was going to be the main factor for the show, and I was like, that was kind of a bad call for them to like play it unsafe, you know?
Yeah.
If you're going to make money,
I mean,
you know, that was a dangerous gamble.
Yeah. So if I were to rewrite it, he keeps his armor on when it's necessary. He might even, you know, we might not, you know, he might take his armor off, and we could even still have the Master Cheeks scene from behind. But
the ship! Blew up the ship!
But only without seeing his face at first, you know? Like, kind of like in the Mandalorian Season 1 when he, like, eats the soup and he takes off his helmet, but it's like, we see it from down and behind, so you only see his, like, lower half. Yeah. And then the very last episode, let's say he needed to leave Quan behind with, Soren, and was like, trust me, I'll come back, you know? And then that's when he takes the helmet off. That would have been more appropriate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I feel bad. I feel really bad for the actress who played Quan Ha, because the actress very good, very good.
The scene.
The character of Quan Ha was written in the most bizarre way imaginable. Right?
She's the most annoying character I've ever read.
Well, the problem is you started off the series establishing that Quan Ha is like a character. She's a young girl who wants to get off planet and doesn't want anything to do with like what her fathers do, you know?
Yeah.
She is the teenager, you know?
By the way, real quick, if somebody wants to grab this repair field, it's up, and that can little tidbit for those of you who didn't know in my chat, the repair field can actually res your teammates when they're down. So.
And I have only one.
I have one as well. It's very, you know, useful. But yeah, Quan Ha was just written in this very interesting way, and her story didn't I think it was supposed to affect the whole, like, overarching, like, Halo plot with some weird insurrectionist stuff, but, like, it just didn't. It didn't grab my attention.
Yeah. And the main issue I had was Quan Ha starts off, like, the classic teenager. She wants to leave home. She wants to go explore everything. And, yes, a very, like, everyone she knows is killed by the Covenant. And she has an opportunity to get off-world, and the only thing she wants to do for the entire season is go back home to the place that she desperately wanted to get away from for so long, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like they... it's truly like they just needed a shoehorn reason to go back to the planet that they were on. Like, it didn't feel grounded in, like, a real person's
Yeah, and I mean, I know they were setting it up for whatever Quan Ha was going to do in Season 2 before they decided to do the whole, like, reboot thing, but, like, the fact that her story progressed more than Chief's did, but didn't go anywhere, I thought was irritating.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, she's on screen, and nothing's gonna happen.
Right? It was like Finn in Star Wars. Like, Rey, I have to tell you something, and we forgot to hear what it was. Like, was he gonna be one with the Force? Did he have the Force? Like, what's up? Like, because it kind of led to something more, but that storyline never got addressed in the last movie. You know, it was so open-ended.
Yeah. There's
There is
I
so
don't know.
much with the show, but
there's sort of this phenomena right now in all television that is something that Game of Thrones will always be this cultural phenomena that happened, and for the rest of time, I think TV producers and giant companies are going to try and recreate that feeling.
yeah.
And I think that approach is going to hurt 80 to 90% of productions that go in trying to do that.
Yeah, and I mean,
That
you've
if
seen
you
The
don't
Last of
have-
Us as well. Like, they have to live up to that, too.
Yeah, exactly. And The Last of Us is a perfect example of like, hey, this is a video game adaptation. They stuck to it. They made their own creative choices, right? But for the most part, like, someone who's played the game and who has watched this is like, oh yeah, this is the part when this happens. And then there are also like the little surprises. And it was literally like, I don't know if it was critically acclaimed, but it was damn near critically acclaimed. And so you you have these examples of situations where it works. It works. This formula of taking a video game story, sticking to it, making slight changes, but just sticking to it and staying on track, it
Works.
pays off and people love it because the stories are compelling, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. I want to feel something. Make me feel things.
Yeah, and so,
Yes. The story is already written. All that you have to do is just
act it out.
not mess it up.
Yeah, if you do the
Right.
thing, and you don't fuck it up,
Yeah.
it works. It just works.
It just works.
Oh my god. And that's why I'm kind of hopeful for, like, the Fallout TV show, because the Fallout TV show looks really good, at least, like, set-wise. It looks like they've really kind of stuck to the whole, like, Vault Dweller lore. But also, this is something that I didn't like about the Halo show, and I understand that they're different media, but I think another great thing that you should do when approaching video game live adaptations, right, is do not touch the main story. Don't fucking do it! What you need to do...
That is yes. It's the main story is spelled out for you, and the creativity can come from, oh hey, we want to add like an additional character who does stuff, or someone else who helps out with things. Like, there is so much open space in Halo already, like, to begin with. You don't need to make room for different stories. Like, room's there.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
there.
Yes.
You just have to do it.
And like,
Exactly.
like
Just
there
like
are
they did with Halo.
40 years of war to cover, you know, that we don't know shit about, you know, and I all the time go through, I would have loved to see any other story. If you wanted to do the whole, like, Quan Ha thing, you could have had Spartan 039 or something like that, you know? That is some other Spartan and goes on his own journey and does everything, and he could have been Master Cheeks and it would have been fine. But the fact that you took a character that we had already established and said, we're gonna do our own thing, you know, is pretty rough.
I think that the somewhere along the line, someone made the executive decision of, hey, we are going to fundamentally change the story, and after that point, it's really, really hard to get trust back and to get back on track, you know. Especially when you start off your series that strongly different.
Yeah.
It's really, really difficult.
Yeah, that was too bold of a move. That was a huge risk on their part, because now everybody's like, well, I don't know if I want to give them another chance, you know? So it's like, you hurt me in my dedicated lore fan heart.
That was like picking up, I say as a dedicated lore fan, picking up the Halo series was like expecting a case of Mountain Dew, but every can is filled with Everclear. You know, I kept. Maybe it was just that can. Nope. Maybe it was just that episode. No, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I a little bit too, that one.
The most frustrating thing for me is that you can tell all the pieces are there. Like they had the Covenant designs. They're different, but they're interesting, and they make sense for. Oh, hey, these are Covenant. They're supposed to be religious. It's a little more artistic looking in terms of like the armor that they wear, but they're recognizable, you know. And the armor is the same. The UNSC as a core makes sense.
Yeah, they're similar.
It's just, yeah. It's like taking. It's like taking Harry Potter and making him, like, instead of hanging out with Ron and Hermione, not having those characters in it, and instead he hangs out with Malfoy and, like, a couple other random inserts, you know?
Yeah. And, oh my god. Okay, so this is a side topic, so to get us off the Halo show, I'm gonna blow your mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
First,
All right.
once we load in, don't move. Look straight down. And then turn just a little bit.
I have no
You can either don't see your feet, or if you're looking at my stream, you can see through your body, and it's the only core that does that.
Sorry,
Let's go, Brian.
Jack, can you not regularly see through your body? I can see through my body all the time.
Oh, dog.
That's just I thought that was a thing that everyone could do.
Oh, way to flex on me, 052.
Yeah, sorry. I tell you, I should probably go to a hospital.
And so, the other thing, right? So this is gonna blow your mind, and this isn't like, so to preface your viewers, this is a story about 9/11. But it doesn't.
Oh boy.
We don't stay on 9/11 for very long. This is a weird like series of events, right? So,
Okay.
9/11 is indirectly responsible for 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I've heard this. I have heard this.
Blondie, have you heard this?
Weird, strange chain of events.
So, on 9/11, there was this dude, right? This guy, he's going through a real hard time in his life. He's having some like emotional issues, right? He's real depressed. Is on a rooftop in New York. Witnesses 9/11, right? This man would have therapy, and they would suggest to go on in the future and to, you know, because he liked music. They said, write music to deal with your depression. And so he did, and he became the lead singer for My Chemical Romance. Yeah, weird connection, but hang on with me here because it gets stranger, right? So, lead singer for My Chemical Romance, you know, they become a super popular band, go off, you know, is literally the edgy anthem to every kid's, like, 2004, right? And,
A classic.
yeah, a classic. So, after that, there's this girl, she's sitting in her bedroom, chilling out, right? And she's inspired to write fan fiction. It's half inspired by, like, Harry Potter, half inspired by My Chemical Romance. And so she proceeds to write Twilight. And so she writes Twilight, and it explodes into this big, weird thing. And, you know, we watched the movies. Thanks, Blondie, for running the...
That's not bad. My
Sorry.
bad.
Absolutely murked Jack.
Oh, it's okay, I was out of ammo. And, you know, then the movies come out.
I gave you an ammo refresh.
And the movies come out, and a fan of that hears that, and is like, oh my god, or watches those movies and like, oh my god, I too am going to write fan fiction about Twilight. and they write 50 Shades of Grey. But
How is that a fanfic of Twilight? There's no way.
yes, it's totally. So Mr. Grey is a tall, mysterious man with power.
Oh no.
Who seduces women to do what he wants. Like a vampire. And the
He's
only
just
reason,
modern day Dracula.
yes, and
Oh,
so
I
the
hate
reason
this.
that it's like covered as 50 Shades of Grey is because, you know, you can't get the rights to Twilight, just like you couldn't get the rights to, you know, My Chemical Romance. Like every fan fiction has to make sacrifices, and so that's how, like, if you start looking, there are weird connections. There are insane things. Like there are songs that My Chemical Romance has in their early stuff that kind of, if you pay attention, is a reference to 9/11. And thus, there are references to in lore to like Twilight and stuff that are references to My Chemical Romance, which is references to 9/11. So it just kind of, it's a rabbit hole that's crazy.
Oh, that was so cool! I'm flipping that!
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh my god!
No!
I got scared! I thought we were gonna fall to our death!
Help!
Help,
My name is
help,
Jack.
help.
We're here to survive.
Oh,
I got you guys. I'll get you. Oh
wow.
no!
Rip.
The grenades, the suicide
Yes,
got
we
me.
went underground.
Oh,
Underneath the layers.
damn. But yeah, so that's some funny trivia that's like ingrained in my mind now.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that is, the
It
homework.
all.
Somebody
Someone. Cinderburn in chat says it all starts with the Roman Empire.
It does. Oh my god. And it's crazy because if you want to go further back, you can actually tie, you know, you can go back and tie 9/11 to the Cold War, right? Because it's backed by the Middle East, and then the Middle East was backed by Russia, and then you can go further back to like World War II. It's because some of the people who got in charge there were because of World War II, and then you can go back to World War II with the assassination of that one Archduke Ferdinand or whatever, right?
Oh my god!
And you can go further.
I can't take it, my brain!
And you could go further back because Archduke Ferdinand was like the whole like Duke's thing, and then it's an entire chain of events. So 50 Shades of Grey then is because of World War II.
Oh my god!
Does it never end?
It's that's an extreme game of, what is it, 50? It's like 7 shades of, is it like Kevin Bacon or something like that? A game that they used to play in the 2000s. Where you try to, like, every actor has been in a movie somehow near Kevin Bacon, so it's like this guy's been in a movie with this guy, and, you know, you can find it around. Yeah. 7 degrees of separation.
Sorry,
that's what it is.
Jamie's very demanding. This is past what I normally do streams, so she's like, "Wait, you're done.
This is past stream time.
You're done now."
Cat says the time is up.
Yeah.
Come here. Would you like to be on camera?
We've got
Camera?
what, 15 minutes before your 2 hour and 30 minutes. Do you want to
wow.
suggest a final topic, anyone? Blondie or 052?
Ooh. Oh, I'll leave it if Blondie, if you've got a good one, I'll leave if chat wants to hear us talk about something.
Ooh.
Let's chat decide. Let's hear. What do you guys want to hear us talk about?
Yes. Suggestions,
Yeah,
chat, please.
See you later, Larson. Take it
Give
easy.
us a topic. Xander, maybe you did.
Hi, Bailey. Yeah, my dog's doing the same thing. Bailey, come here. Come here, Bagel
Look at the baby! Look at the baby!
Mine, I can only lift her chin. Yeah, Baggy. It'll be right here. Right here. She's like, it's dinner time.
Oh.
It's dinner time. Do you want foods? Is it foods time, Bailey? Or do you want to go out?
Amazing club.
Ashton, Jamie is not a puppy. Jamie is not
cat.
a dog.
Oh,
She is.
guys, I was about to sweat. I picked up the sniper rifle, and I was like, watch me take some people's heads off. And I went, wait, we're playing firefight.
Wait, yeah, this is firefight.
We're still doing firefight.
Hey, you can get sweaty in firefight. Go ahead.
Yes, it's just not my usual content. Like, my stream people are used to watching me go, oh, he's picking up the sniper rifle. Watch him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Side note.
Do some actual matches.
So, okay, so you know what? I just thought of a really, 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 really good topic. All right, and I think this is in all of our hearts, and this is an uplifting thing, but a downlifting thing at the same time. All right. Is something that we wish would come back, right? Outpost Discovery. The fabled.
How dare you! I am heartbroken.
Oh.
Because I thought to myself, man, I really should go to Outpost Discovery. And I was seconds away from getting tickets to go visit, and I think that I couldn't get vacation time for it or something.
Oh.
I was so sad.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, this will be a thing that they do for a little while, you know? And
yeah, like
it
they
was
do
not a
again.
thing that they did for a little while.
Okay, so here's some premise.
I didn't find out about Outpost Discovery until like 2 years later, and I was like, oh my god, there was a Halo convention and I missed it.
So I'm the only one who's been to Outpost? I'm the only one who's been to the Promised Land? Oh my,
Yes.
okay.
Don't rub it in.
No, let me lay down some backstory here. So for 052's viewers, and for Blondie's viewers, and for my viewers who don't know what Outpost Discovery is, Outpost Discovery is
The most glorious event
to ever grace the face of this earth. No, you're right. It was a 3-day Halo convention that had 6 events. And like everything Halo, the first 2 events were super rough. But it slowly became the best event of the summer. It was... God, hold on. Oh, I don't have the date on it. So I'm dead real quick, but if you look at my camera feed real quick, ladies and gentlemen, you see this little black square right here? This black square right there is my... Congratulations! You've won first place in the FX category at Halo Outpost Discovery Houston Costume Competition. And I won that award for my Alexa unit.
You had Alexa then too?
Yes.
Holy cow!
Yeah, she was a lot bigger than she is now. That was like, I had a literal Alexa unit strapped into my chest. But now it's, you know, it's this little small piece. But so for those who weren't there, it was this event, and it happened 6 times over the course of this summer back in, what was it, 2019, 2018, something like that.
I think it had to have been 20. Well,
Yeah.
I feel it was definitely pre-COVID, right?
Yeah, it was absolutely pre-COVID. Yeah, because I was still working as a lifeguard, and I've been a maintenance guy for 8 years, so it's almost 8 years ago now.
Oh my god! Don't even. Don't.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I grew like 5 facial lines just listening to you say that.
I know. I aged. Because I remember I was a lifeguard and I was a pool manager, and like that was the week that I decided to go was our very last closing weekend, and they were like, "You absolutely cannot go," and I was like, I absolutely fucking quit. What was the end?
Response. Honestly, like you're totally right in doing that.
Yeah. Well, so my manager was like, "Okay, we don't want you to quit because we want you to come back next year. So we'll let you go." And I was like, "Thank you. I'll help you guys close the pool a week late if I can go to this thing." And they're like, "It's fine. We'll cover it." But so I drove, instead of going to one that was closer, like in Chicago, I drove my happy ass down to Houston. And
oh my god.
Yeah. Let me tell you, a whole 30-pound Spartan suit going down to Houston in the back of a Honda Accord was fucking wild.
Yeah.
But we made it. And I want to tell you, it was I know I'm trying not to rub it in, but I'm gonna rub it in a little bit. I wish that if I could invent a time machine, I wouldn't stop Hitler. I wouldn't, like, end world hunger. I would go back in time and let my friends experience Halo Outpost Discovery again. Because it was like Halo, but like Disneyland, but Halo, you know? Oh. It was something special. That was where I met people from the 405th for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had, like... so my first time actually meeting the 405th, kind of, was I met a guy who goes to K-State here in Manhattan, and it was during the Halo Reach launch, and that was the first time I had made armor, and his armor looked so much better than mine. But,
We all start somewhere, right?
yeah, so
There's
I
always
made...
a bigger fish.
Exactly. And so I learned from them, and I was like, okay, I'll be, you know, all kind of, but I never really got into the 405th stuff. And then I went to Halo Outpost Discovery, and I met all of these people, and I was like, there are other nerds like me. And
There are more.
yeah, so
There are dozens of us.
Yeah, if I may describe the experience in as briefly as I could. So, you know, being a Halo fan since I started in Halo 3, and it's still, you know, a big thing for me. But so I get there at like 9 o'clock and have to wait in line with everybody because they open at 9:30, right? And I'm in my Spartan armor, and everyone like is in awe, you know what I mean? And but I'm in the back of the line, and so I'm waiting, and then they let General in. Now they had 2 passes that were above that, so they had the presenter pass, you know, for anybody who had like a booth or something, which the 405th people got in 2 hours before general admission, which I didn't know. I had regular admission, and then VIP you got in an hour before, right? And so day 1, you know that scene in Halo 3 where Master Chief loads at crow's nests, and there's like Marines sitting off to the side, and they're like, hey, it's a Spartan, we're gonna be okay. And they're like, it's a Spartan? No way, you're fucking with me, right? Or you're messing with me. Pardon my language. That was exactly what it was like being in Spartan armor walking into Halo Outpost Discovery. Like at cons, people are like, oh, hey, Master Chief, that's cool, but they're also in cosplay, right? Whereas, if you're not a Spartan at Halo Outpost, you're just in a t-shirt and jeans, and you suddenly see a Spartan who you've essentially worshipped, you know, for the last 10 years, walking in the flesh in front of you, and these people are just like, you get that Master Chief walking into Crow's Nest feeling. And
Oh my god.
yeah, nothing can simulate that feeling, and that's why I want Halo Outpost to come back so bad. And then you know, I walked to the 405th booth, met the 405th people, and then I went and played goddamn laser tag. And let me tell you, this is the best goddamn laser tag I've ever played in my life. Have either of you seen videos of the Halo Outpost Discovery laser tag?
Yes. Ow!
I didn't know.
Don't die! Don't die!
Oh my god. So, Blondie...
Do not die!
Oh, me? Oh, shit! Overshield time, baby.
Stay alive! Stay alive! Ha 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 ha! Stay alive! Stay alive!
I'm out of ammo. Get alive, get up, 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 get up.
I'm away!
It was spicy.
Yeah. But so Blondie, the Halo Outpost Discovery laser tag was this gun that looked like the Halo battle rifle, and a headband. Like you didn't even have to wear the cheesy like chest rig. It was just the headband and the gun, and the gun made the Halo noises. So not only did it make like the Halo assault rifle noises, because we were playing with assault rifles that day. We're a BR making assault rifle noises, but. Not only did it make the assault rifle noises, but it made all of the match noises. So, like, for example, I ran out in my Spartan armor, and my whole team is following me, because who doesn't want to charge behind a Spartan into a fucking laser tag battle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And they go...
That's epic. That's pretty pretty epic.
Yeah, and I'm like, you flank that way! You know, I do the, like, Spartan, you go that way! And we, like, split up. And I pop around a corner and see two of the enemy team, and I just unleash this assault rifle into them. And all I hear is the announcer in my ear going, ahem, first strike, double kill. And I was just like, I have ascended.
I have done it.
Yeah, and like you had shields too, so when you started taking damage, the headset would start blinking and it would hear, you know, that in your ear, and you could stop and like go into cover, and I got him. And
He got me good.
Weapon drop.
the what was it? When you respawned, you actually had... So, unlike regular laser tag where you just stand there for 3 seconds, this one had a little sensor where you had to run back to your spawn, hold up the gun in front of the sensor, and it would actually go boop, 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 and respawn you every time. Yeah. So, that was incredible. Halo Outpost Discovery was awesome.
I want to go.
Yeah.
I want it to happen again. That's so I can go.
I do too. So you know the status of 343 is a little weird. Harry keeps making me sad because he keeps telling me they sold all of the Outpost Discovery stuff, and I'm like, shut up, Harry.
Yeah.
No!
I wonder who they sold it to.
Why?
I don't know. But
Oh, that's a good question.
yeah, that is a good question. I would 100%.
That's a very
I
good
would
question,
pay.
because if they sell it to like a company that runs a convention, that could be a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Well,
told me every day.
A lot of the stuff was like custom, right?
Yeah, it was all
It
Halo
was
stuff.
specifically Halo stuff.
Spicy.
Wonder
Some collector,
who they actually sold it to.
just sitting in a warehouse somewhere gathering dust. Also, 052, if we ever meet, Blondie, I actually found these recently, and I have one for you and I have one for 052. If we ever do a con meetup, I actually have one of the dog tags from Outpost Discovery that I have extras of for the two of you.
Oh my god. Oh, that would be amazing. That would literally be incredible. I've got only one dog tag, and it is a dog tag that I got from the 405th guys from my first con last year.
Hey!
Aw.
And so I can add it to my little chain. Hey,
Oh my god.
Speaking of cons, are you guys have you guys thought about going to a little thing called C2E2?
When is it?
April 26th through the 28th, I think. It's coming up. It is.
Okay.
It is definitely soon-ish.
Yeah. I would like to try,
That's
but,
I've been to that one before. It's fantastic, and I don't expect to go this year because of everything going on. Like, I haven't been able to work because of all these health problems. So I would totally be going if I already won my disability benefits. But surprisingly, that is actually a long-term battle there. So
yeah.
but we're working on it.
And
But probably next year to be more realistic. Because
Yeah.
my lawyer said, you can have it in 4 months, you can have it in a year. It's just a matter of time. And I'm like, well, at least I know I'm going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, is just maintaining the positivity, you know?
yeah,
Oh,
and same thing
absolutely.
with
And I was
mine.
just thinking,
I've been
Yeah.
unemployed this month.
oh yeah, you can get,
So
Oh,
I have to save money. This March, every year I go to this thing called Transworld, which is an international haunt convention for haunted house people. Because I am big, you know, I work at our haunted house, and I'm our good idea fairy, and our official costume designer, and a lot of things. So I kind of like end up going to that, whether I want to be there or not. But we are going to, or I'm at least going to, our next Fireteam Discord meetup is Oklahoma Comic-Con.
Ooh.
yep.
Yeah. We've got a member who is one of our friends from the 405th, Noobsters, who lives in Oklahoma. And it's closer to where Blondie lives, so she doesn't have to travel as far. And that's like, I think 6 hours away from me. So we're gonna go pick up Blondie and like drive on the way there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I will. When is it?
August.
Okay. I'll have to see if I can make that one swing. I've got along with C2E2. This is the year of big travel, so we will see if I've got the time and the funds in order to make it down to Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, we can always preemptively like plan for next year as well. Our big one that we went to, that we all met up, our first Fire Team Discord meetup was at Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City.
Yes.
And depending on how this Trans World goes, like I would be going to Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City this year, but it happens to be the same weekend as Trans World every single year.
Oh man.
So, but next year I'm going to do it every other year now. So this year I'm going to Trans World. Next year I'm going to go to Planet Comic-Con. So if that's nearby, Planet Comic-Con is really doable, and like I know some people. So we get good deals.
Nice.
Spicy.
Oh, behind
It's a
us.
spy.
Oh, and the 405th is really great too. Like, if you're willing to get up early enough, you can do the 405th shoot.
Ooh, yeah.
Word.
Why was it so early? Why was it so early?
Well, I think it's mostly just to make sure everybody's ready in time before the actual convention starts. Because, like, I was like, why is it at 8 a.m.? It's 2 hours getting everybody in armor and getting everything organized and
Yeah.
all the groups and
Well, I
everything.
I understand why it was so early. It was that early at Planet Comic-Con because they wanted to include the people who ran the booth, and so they had to be open before the booth was open.
Yep, yep, yep.
052, please tell me you're gonna spawn.
Yeah, momentarily. There we go. Don't
Spicy.
worry.
He's got a shield. It's Esheram. We're up against Esheram himself.
It's fine.
I got rockets! I got rockets! Oh my god, I just fed him 2 rockets.
But yeah, so that's why
My rockets.
to fill you in, 052, when we went to Comic-Con, the second photo shoot, so we had like the official one that PlanetCon was taking picture of with an official photographer, and then we had another one that was at like 8 a.m. or something like that. 7 a.m. I think.
Kill control.
Early.
So that was fun.
I think I ran down Esheram. I forgot that he is susceptible to
Flattening.
being run over.
He
Fantastic.
goes flat, just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, cons are so great. We'll have to organize something. I'll try and figure out what we can do.
Yeah.
Where
Alright,
is
I think I
C2E2?
gotta wrap it up here.
Yeah, same. I think we're gonna end it
I
here.
have. Yes. All right. Jack, do you want to do the outro? I can do the outro. Blondie, do you want to do the outro?
We could share it. Real quickly. Yeah. This has been the Mark IV stream. For my channel, I'm Jack Spartan 113. Thank you all for joining the only channel where you can see a Spartan play Halo and be healthy during his stream. Handing it off to 052.
Yes. Hold on. Buttons. Thank you all. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining us. This is a lot of fun. This is awesome. I'm super excited that I finally got to stream with you guys.
Heck yeah.
Jack. I need water. Sorry. Jack and Blondie, do you guys want to shout out your socials real quick so that people can like find you and follow you?
Oh, absolutely. I am Blondiedoescosplay on just about every platform, or Blondie Does This on X, aka old Twitter, or the new Twitter, however you want to put it. But I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and yeah, on X, just like I said. So yeah.
All right, and I'm Jack S113 on TikTok, or you can find me at the handle Jacktop with a 0 instead of an O. I'm on TikTok. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm gonna see about branching off onto other platforms. But Blondie and I. Blondie, raise your hand. We are the co-captains of Fireteam Discord, our community Discord server, where you can find the invite link in each of our TikTok bios, where we're a gaming, community, cosplay, and roleplay server. So if you like all of that stuff, you can find us. Thanks, 052, for having us with you. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
so glad that we got to co-stream. This was a blast.
Yeah. We should do this more often, like
Wow,
once a month or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm down. for
that's
sure.
us.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, we'll start a little Discord group chat. This way, like, we have a proprietary place to chat, and it doesn't get lost in all the shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Which 052, you still need to add me as friend on Discord. There's a request in your inbox that's
Do
been
I
there
really?
for 2 years.
Don't look at me. Fine. Don't look at me.
This was a great stream. I got an answer to a question I've been waiting 4 years for.
Oh no.
I read through your visor right now. Your visor's kind of blushing out red.
Oh, awesome. Okay, and real quick, last thing, before we end our streams, I'm gonna put my helmet on. Just everybody strike a pose so that I can get a thumbnail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's enough for a thumbnail. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
All right.
well, that was fast.
Yeah, I know. All right, and 052, if you have any questions or anything, just hit us up. We're pretty much free 24/7. So. All right.
Yeah.